Let's go. Men's basketball, Emmanuel versus St. Joseph. It's January 21st, 2025. I'm Evan Sherrard. Let's get underway. I'm going to be joined by Desiree Robinson of the women's basketball team doing color in just a moment, but I got to get going. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Andy Austin off court once again for some Emmanuel men's college basketball. The 2-13 Emmanuel Saints, 1-3 in the GNAC, take on the defending GNAC champions, the St. Joseph Blue Jays. They are 11-5 overall, 5-0 undefeated in conference, but they just watched their counterpart, the women's basketball team, drop to their 5th loss of the season against the women's basketball team here for Emmanuel. A clutch and big-time upset win. I'll be joined by Desiree Robinson, a forward on that team, crucial in that game. We'll talk a little bit about that and talk about how this game's going to go. But in just a couple moments, we're going to have the lineups and national anthem play, so I'll be quiet for that. Be right back to announce those lineups right after. And I think we'll just have Desiree Robinson there, too. Stay tuned, folks.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the G Campbell Center in Andy Austin Court for tonight's NCAA Division III and Great Northeast Athletic Conference men's basketball contest, featuring the visiting Blue Jays of the University of St. Joseph and your Emmanuel College Saints.
How you doing, Desi? Great. What was Andy like after that?
Dude, I'll have to show you the video. He like sprayed him with water.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely needed that.
He came up here and he's like, there's going to be an upset today. It's like, yeah, I
Before the
mean,
game, he told you that? Wow.
you know, that's what he said. I was going to say, there was nobody that was going to guard Caitlin.
No,
And there was also nobody who was going to guard Megan or Kalia.
Yeah.
Hello. It wasn't going to, and nobody really could guard you either. So, yeah.
No, we definitely needed that.
Yeah.
We were able to.
Also, the fourth quarter was by far your guys' best fourth quarter, period.
Yes.
One turnover. You
With the
forced
whole-
9.
wow.
You forced 9 and only had 1.
One for a whole quarter. That's new for us.
Yeah. Well, especially the quarter, that matters the most. Yeah.
Exactly. You haven't been here in a while. What you been doing?
I was on winter break, so I was in Chicago, and then I got back a couple weeks ago. So Jake took, I think, one of my games that I was going to do. I just simply wasn't here.
I worked with him a couple of times.
And now I'm back, and then I'll be here next Thursday. Yeah.
How was that?
It was great. Got to go home, spend time with my family. I went to Disney World at the end of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta hit Disney World.
And feel free to use this pen.
Okay.
This highlighter.
Thank you.
I am ready when you are. Ready? Yep. All right, welcome back. Tip-off just about to get set. Desiree Robinson sitting to my left. I'm Evan Sherrard. Welcome. Emmanuel Saints men's college basketball about to get underway. Vondre Chase to take the tip-off here against Adelphi Cisse, a freshman phenom from Congo. Career high of 28 points. He has been electric. The defending champs versus the underdogs. Underway. Right off the tip, Jakari Tertullian. Guarded by Bodette. Towards the post left side. Trying to cut his way in. Now out. Here's a Lentinor, leading scorer here. Pass back outside. There's Tertullian. Uses the screen. Tertullian on the elbow. Kicks it back out to the three-point line. Pass off now. Freddie Feldrop takes the J. Knocks it down. What a start. Well, Desi, that start, I mean, you play pretty much perfect defense, and then you throw up one of those, but that's what he does. He's a sniper from distance. The kid from Berlin hit that shot from Berlin.
Yep, and they're backing their team statistics of being a 38.8. Sometimes you can guard it well, and it's still going to go in.
see if they can continue to play that strong defense. Backing down, kicking back out, now over into the corner, 3 on the way. That one's good. Back-to-back trifectas. Kevin Cummings this time, the sniper. Well, there you go, Desi. That's back-to-back threes, as you said, 38% from 3. It's tough to stop, and that is, you can shoot the 3 ball, it's going to be tough to beat you any day. Hansi Jock cracking the starting lineup and cracking open a 3 as he misses that one off the right side of that block on the backboard. In transition, here comes USJ. Up 4 already. The layup doesn't go. Great rebound. There's Mahari Gurrier always on the glass. Over to Chase into the corner. Bodette wanted the 3, tipped momentarily, and he will box out to make sure that they maintain possession. A very fast-paced start. USJ hitting some 3s. We didn't really get to talk about it. Desi, you just got here. What are your keys to the game for both sides?
I think if Emmanuel wants to walk away with this win, they definitely have to defend a 3 and just limit it as much as possible. Being that higher percentage that SJC shoots, you're going to want to limit those. That's a big part of their game. For SJC, you're going to play your 3-point game, and they also have a pretty good inside game as well. So Emmanuel just needs to play really good defense straight up, and SJC is home.
And there's going to be a foul called here on Vondre Chase after he missed a 3 on the opposite side. And you know what? He's going to plead and get the call. It's a travel instead. And so,
that doesn't happen often.
Not very often, but Chase gets that call early. Better to stay foulless. Gurrier back to Chase, and now some offense for the Saints. Vondre Chase has been leading the way in conference play with 17.8 points per game. He's been on fire, the transfer. Bodette, always a good shooter from distance. Chase gets inside, scoops and scores. Off the block as he adapts through the air to get around his defender. He's got 4. Some pressure now by Jacques and Bodette in the backcourt. As you said, Desi, defense is going to play a key for both sides. But for a team that shoots the ball so well, taking away any inch on the court they can, right there, they'll take the ball right away. Chase, nice one-handed pass. Gurrier going up all the way, head above the rim, a foul called. He'll shoot 2 free throws. What a start defensively. And now Emmanuel trying to push back against those 2 threes that opened the game for USJ. Some defense coming up for second-year head coach Littell White. What do you think that conversation was like before the game planning for a team that does shoot the ball so well?
Be in their face, don't give them any space, and if you can, before they even get the ball, prevent them from getting the ball. That's a lot of the stuff that we do, and we know there's a few key players rather than like an entire team that's good. We're taught to like just keep them from getting the ball at all, and you don't have to like risk playing defense and like not defending it well or giving them that shot they can shoot open.
Certainly. Gurrier misses the second free throw, knocks down the first. Emmanuel trails by 1, and Desi will get to it when we have the time. But I do want to break down that game win that you and the women's basketball team had against this USJ counterpart in the women's team. Tough team there. We'll get to it. But now back to this game. On the wing, now driving to the left. Crossover. Vondre Chase, some aggressive defense through a double team. He's able to split it, get the layup attempt, and a foul called against Chase. And so heading to the line is Jakari Tertullian. 6'3" freshman, averaging 9 points per game in conference play, a 75% free throw shooter. His career high 24 points versus St. Joseph, but not in a practice game against his own team against St. Joseph, Maine. It's the first free throw.
That's a lot of stuff that I saw at the last home game where they'd play really good defense up until the last second. Definitely guilty of that too, but gotta stay straight up till the last second. Don't bail them out after playing such good defense.
Still early, 3-point lead for USJ after the 2 free throws. And now Gurrier with the ball in his hands. He can really do it all. Always going for the extra effort on the glass. He can rise with the best of them. Vondre Chase, the post fade from about 8. It was no good, but he's got enough contact to warrant some free throws. And now we go back-to-back free throw possessions. Something that I think will play key down the stretch, especially for a team that's been struggling to shoot the ball as of recently, especially a lot from distance. Connor Hanavan was 0 for 11 from 3. He's shooting just 34% on the season. Damani Williams as well, shooting 33%. And then having Mahari Gurrier, one of your better players, still shooting consistently. Vondre Chase has also been another consistent part of this team, and from the line, they certainly need him to convert. 78%, and now he makes the second free throw to cut the lead back to 1. That full court press again.
Another key to an Emmanuel win here is when playing their game. A lot of times they play against a three-point shooting team, and then they feel the need to also throw up threes. And right now in this season, their percentage is on the lower half compared to other teams in the GNAC.
Absolutely, Desi. In the beginning of the year, as Guerrier goes all the way up, he got rejected at the rim. Not many players who are going to get as high as he can, but Emmanuel gets the ball right back, and Snowden is called for a travel after an exciting possession, a turnover. But to your point, Desi, not a lot of teams that shoot the ball well will have the pace dictated against them. And Emmanuel is not the best three-point shooting team, but playing against a really good three-point shooting team in the past, they can get buckets, but when they have to play at the other team's pace, exactly to your point, they tend to struggle. So I fully agree. Keeping that pace slow. How would you do that?
Just move the ball, don't just take quick shots immediately, or just maybe it might be a shot that's open in that second, but you get a better layup down low from Gary, where people are strong. Those are those easy buckets that they can definitely get it.
So patience is key. Beautiful layup on the other end by Jakari Tertullian. He's got 4 now. Emmanuel with the ball, trailing by 3. Jacques wide open. Thought about the 3, now spins out of it. Turns around, Guerrier's got it. Baudette cutting. Chase in the corner, gets a screen by Guerrier. Jacques open again, they're leaving him. Oh, outlet pass, Guerrier goes up and in. Gets it to go off the glass. Easy finish for him in contest. It's Lens Altenor. From Everett, goes all the way, just himself. Shows you why he is the leading scorer for this team. Overall, 14.9 points per game all season long. All GNAC 13 last season. And that one will go out of bounds, and it looks like Chase got a touch of that ball, which means it's a turnover. USJ possession. And now up by 3. One of the captains of his team, Emmanuel Cepeda, now coming into the game as Vondre Chase comes to the bench to talk it over with Coach White. Move it out of the backcourt, beat the press. Tertullian, guarded by Baudette. Working his way off of the screen. Adelphi Cisse's got it. Calling for the cut, wanted the pass. Instead, he'll go back out to the perimeter. Driving to the elbow, in the lane, floats it up. Missed everything, and they're going to get a blocking foul. It just was inside the restricted arc. I like Hansi Jock's effort there, trying to take that charge. Mattel White being very vocal as a head coach on the sideline. And this gym wanting to carry over the energy that they had after the win in the first game today. We're going to see some free throws here in just a moment for Kevin Cummings, an 83% shooter from the free throw line during conference play, 71% overall. Does most of his work from beyond the arc. Excellent three-point shooter. Shot is good, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire senior puts it in for his 4th point of the game. Second free throw is good as well for Cummings. Jacques to inbound. One of the differences between these two teams, besides the obvious record difference and the fact that one team's coming off of a championship trying to repeat, but the difference is that one of these teams is still trying to find its identity and working some younger players in. And USJ, they're really run by a lot of older players who've been here and can fill up the cup on a regular basis. What, as a senior, have you noticed about being part of different teams in different years?
I think this year, especially, we have a heavily younger team, so that was something that we had to find our feet with. Struggled a bit in the beginning to just like get used to each other. Sometimes, because like last year, sometimes it was just like a chemistry thing. We would spend more time together.
Sure. Looks like a shooting foul against Jacques, who went really step for step, inch for inch, as he was able to rise all the way up to try and block that shot against a taller player in Freddie Feldrop. But you were saying about just having a younger team much younger team this year, and then last year having a team that just seemed like it might have been some chemistry stuff.
Yeah, so this year, just finding that trust with each other. You gotta play with trust. Then you learn your teammates' strengths and weaknesses, and you play to each other. So that's the kind of thing that it takes time, especially if you're very new.
Great insight there. Jump ball called. Guerrier always getting after the ball. Possession now going with Emmanuel after that missed free throw.
And here I've definitely seen a lot of different lineups going in.
Yeah.
Different starters, honorable mention, I think. Hansi Jax, well, past 2 games specifically, has really stepped it up being a freshman and just, showing what he's got when he goes out there.
Yeah, and Jacques is averaging just over 5 points per game on the season, but in these past 4 games in conference, he's averaged 8.5, so he's really taken it up a notch. Cepeda, step back J from the elbow is good. As Monty Cepeda gets Emmanuel to double digits, they trail by 4, timeout called by USJ. Latel White liking what he sees on that possession after Connor Hanavan was checked in. Hanavan, one of the guys that's really struggling right now, shooting just 18%. But he's got a season high 13. That was back on December 30th when they visited Lehman. And this team, really, right now, they've got USJ in a position where they started hot. USJ hit 2 consecutive threes. You thought, oh boy, here we go. It's going to be a barn-burning game where we're going to have to match every three-pointer. But it's slowed down a little bit, and I think that plays to Emmanuel's strengths. What do you think that Emmanuel does in this huddle right here to talk it over and say, all right, this is where we are, this is where we need to go? Where do they need to go?
I think keep their pace. Don't let the other team rush you. Definitely try to play to those transition layups. I know they got a couple blocks, made fouls, but just pushing the ball and then when they is in the half court, taking the time swinging the ball. If they swing the ball enough, they get those quick open looks under the basket, and I think that's great.
Both teams shooting over 50%. Desiree Robinson alongside Evan Sherrard calling the game for you here today as that ball travels out of bounds off of the tip. Possession will stay with the team in blue as St. Joseph will inbound, and now there's Cisse. Handoff to Altenor. Altenor stops, gets it back out to Cisse. Some cutters, more motion. Now they'll go to one of the cutters into the corner. Altenor tried to jab, had to pick up his dribble. Great defense in the corner. There by Bodette, now cutting. Cisse lost it, regained it, and got it! Right on the left side. What control and patience and precision and focus by Cisse to get that basket and the lead up to 6.
That was a pretty good defensive possession for the Saints, minus all the way up into the last second.
Sometimes there's just nothing you can do when you tip a ball, a player's able to catch it midair and put it in on the fly with his non-dominant hand. That's tough. Cepeda checks the clock, kicks it back to Snowden. Bodette works off a screen. Looks like there's going to be a call here. It's going to be a push. Mohari Guerrier was shoving down low, and a lot of movement there from Jarkari Tertullian, which will necessitate that call. Checking in a group substitution for Emmanuel. Guerrier coming out, Vondre Chase back in, and as well as Jacob Williams coming in. To the bench goes Snowden and Guerrier. Bringing it up the court. His right hand and passing it over into the corner to Altenor. Back out, there's Cummings. Cisse looking for the cut. Instead, he gives the handoff. On the drive right side, nice defense. Nobody there. He thought he had someone in the corner, a turnover, and that was sensational work there by Bodette and Hanavan. Both guards able to man down the paint there. Good legal bumping there. Still close, 6-point game. Both teams shooting over 50%. Neither team has attempted over 10 shots yet. Just 9 minutes in. Chase with the ball. Cepeda gets it in the corner, leaps up and grabs, sets his feet. Chase cuts. Cepeda turns. Gets it to Chase in the corner. Takes the 3. Misses it off the backboard, and the shot clock expires, and because it didn't hit the rim, the shot clock didn't reset. Turnover and ball for St. Joseph. And to inbound it now is Freddie Feldrum. Lots of players on this team, Desi, who have averaged over double figures. 4 players, in fact, who averaged double figures in Altenor, Feldrop, Cummings, and Cisse. And having a guy like Cisse as a freshman doing that, incredible.
St. Joseph, they have a pretty strong just personnel.
Beautiful spin layup, another 2 points in the books for Tertullian. He's got 4.
can be tough to guard because, especially if they're three-dimensional, can hit the three, can hit a layup, mid-range, any of those things. You just have to play straight-up defense.
So far, the defense hasn't been the issue. That block is huge, though. Now here comes USJ trying to work in transition. Emmanuel walls up into the corner. Open is the sniper. Cummings for three. 45% shooting during conference play, 37 overall. This guy can really strike from downtown. 6 3-pointers on the season is his season high. Williams just close to a backboard, not called there. Another steal attempt. Which way is it going to go? By way of, looks like it's going to be USJ. Initially, it looked like the referee had pointed in favor of the Saints, but after a second thought, he'll point the other direction. And a 3-pointer. And now a forced turnover. They lead by as many as Emmanuel has. USJ trying to pull away even more.
Back to your other point, I think defense is the issue right now. The Saints are playing pretty straight up, not that many easy baskets, but having to translate that on the other end.
Yeah, and I think Hanavan will take this three. Too strong on the line drive. I think to your point as well there, it is the offense and just not getting as good a looks as you'd want. Also, we would be remiss to not mention that USJ's hit some tough shots inside and really made their baskets instead of calling plays to get and manufacture people open.
I definitely agree with that.
So what would you do as a player? Like, what's your favorite thing to go to? Go into Coach Robinson mode. What are you calling to get easier looks that you haven't seen so far?
Sometimes, because we like to play to our inside game, we obviously have a bigger team. But if that's not working initially, we'll try to get a shot, a 3-point we'll run the play for one of our shooters. One of them's called Suffolk, and that works pretty well, just to get us going. And then if we know we're running a play for a shooter, our inside people can be in position to rebound and then kind of feed off of that.
Sure.
All you need to do is get a run going, and then from there, you can create whatever you want.
Momentum plays a huge factor. Right now it's with USJ. They lead by 13 after those free throws now. Andre Chase with the ball. Guerrier working physically inside. Hanavan. Cepeda. Jabs and cuts. Hanavan bounces inside. Vondre Chase working through the defense. Able to knife his way by, but can't finish. Tough look for him. Pass off, USJ with a motion. Cummings got it at the 3-point line, back out. Wide open for three. Not to be that time. Cepeda jumping in the air. Guerrier coming down with it on the ground. Hanavan's got it. Drives into the center, hand off to Chase. Fake the three, set his feet back to Hanavan. Hanavan working against a taller defender. Guerrier, spot up Jay, no good. And another rebound for USJ in transition. Speed of the game picking up just a little bit. Here's Eltonor. Drives left, lost the ball, but it'll stay with USJ. Must have been tipped there by Guerrier or Hanavan. This team's really balanced at the way they attack. They're not just running flare screens outside, working off ball to get open looks from distance. They also have Eltonor, who's their leading scorer overall. He's just taking it to the cup every time, just like that. That's not Eltonor, that is Jalen Holmes, his number neighbor, number 10, puts it in.
Yeah, the shooting percentage difference is definitely showing right now. Saints are 0 for 6 from 3.
Let's change that. 1 for 7, Desi.
1 for 7, I'll take it.
Ismani Cepeda spites you there and cuts the lead to 12. He's got 5. So we head to timeout. And as you mentioned, that shooting difference, 31% for the Saints, 67. Now that's not going to continue most likely unless the Blue Jays have the game of their lives where they hit at some unbelievable high percentage where they make 7 of their 10 shots. So, all right, you're trailing by double digits. Are you sticking to your game plan here or are you switching it up?
I'm switching it up. I would not stick to the game. Right now, I feel like the Saints are just like
Yeah.
Not necessarily that, none of them are open, some of them are, but they're just not.
Sure.
Keep shooting, stop, definitely, you're not a strong 3-point shooting team, you're going to go for something else, like get a 2-point swings and take a time,
Sure.
to get a layup first, then play for a 3 next possession.
Notably, I haven't seen a good look for Noah Bodette, which when you're thinking about taking a 3, that's exactly who you want, shooting 40% in conference play right now. But another thing is the free throws so far, 7 makes and 3 makes for the Blue Jays and the Saints respectively. So only 3 more baskets total for the Blue Jays. But again, 2 of those are 3-pointers, so that also adds 6 to your books, and that's how you get down by 12. We'll see if they change the game plan, as Desi said. Hanavan guarding at the top of the key. Now they rotate it into the corner. Extra pass inside. Jump shot on the way. Guerrier rose all the way up. Sorry, that was Williams. Guerrier's got the ball now. He'll go all the way and lay it right in. An incredible feat of athleticism. You're pretty much guaranteed that when he's on the court. Denying the handoff play, backing down, handing it off. Altenor thought about the 3, guarded by Guerrier. Tough step back Jay, no good. Bounced twice. Rebound is going to go with the boys in blue. They get it back out, and now a foul is going to be called. This one likely going to be against, I believe, Hanavan. My eyes were back at the 3-point line, but Hanavan was on the ground. And that is the 5th foul of the half here for Emmanuel. Gotta be worried about the bonus as they get closer to it. Nice inlet pass back out. Wide open for 3. That one's good. Tack up 3 for Freddie Feldrock. Not. Yeah, and you want to talk about more recently, shooting 53% in conference play. Big reason why they're 5-0 in the GNAC right now. Oh, what a pass by Williams. Did it tip off of somebody? Our angle was caught there, but no, it didn't. It's out of bounds. The grip strength, I don't know if you can palm a basketball. I can't. But the ability to be able to just kind of turn and use all that physics to fling the ball into the corner, that was impressive, even though it went out of bounds. Trying to work it inside, some motion on the backside, weak side. And pass it off. 3-pointer on the way. The feet were set. The bucket is open. My goodness. Another 3, this time for Amadou Kamar. Amadou Kamar's first 3. The other way, Cepeda trying to answer. Not there. Guerrier, tough rebound. He'll go right up and in. And he will certainly be able to keep them in it if he keeps doing that.
Who has amazing body control and goes to the basket.
Great tip there by Chase. Should get an assist on this play. Cepeda had it ripped away. In transition, here comes USJ. Tertullian gets it outside. 3 again! Oh my goodness! 9 unanswered from distance. And another bucket for Altenor. And while I was mentioning how he likes to just drive, he is a 44% 3-point shooter. So, yeah, he's also elite from there, too. Chase on the drive. There's a foul called here. It looks like they're going to be calling it either a personal foul just for maybe checking with his hand or a charge. Yeah. A hook.
Contact both ways, I thought.
USJ has brought their lead up to 1 point shy of double Emmanuel's total here with just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. USJ's gotten hot from distance. Now they're feeling it. Elbow J contested, no good. Offensive rebound, back out to Altenor. Right back out to Kamara, who just hit that last 3. Altenor, really quick move, twitchy, athletic. Nearly stole, oh, he got it right back after a great play by Mahari Guerrier to rip it away. And another foul is called here, so ball will stay with USJ, and we're getting into the bonus now.
Wow, 7-2 right now. 8.
It's the second foul. 3 players on the court for Emmanuel all have 2 fouls. Start to worry at that 3 margin in the first half, depending on how quickly they came. But 8 fouls to 2. USJ's been clean. And they just look like they have been more put together offensively. And I think this is more football. When you But when you keep a defense playing as hard as they can for as long as you're playing great offense, no matter how good they are, they're just going to start to deteriorate. And that's right now what I think we're seeing from Emmanuel.
Early in the game, they were playing very straight-up defense, defending a lot of the cuts and layups, just straight up. But now, as you said, you kind of deteriorate and get tired.
Chase misses the step-back three. Snowden goes up for the rebound. They're going to call the foul on the floor. And the ball will stay with Emmanuel. Inbound from below the basket. And I think, as you mentioned, the defense, we were talking earlier about how the defense wasn't the problem. It's just got to be demoralizing as well when the looks that are going in are, Coach, I closed out on the three, and it went in. And then 3 of them in a row go in, and all of a sudden you're down by 10 more points. Here they are down 19. Altenor trying to work his way off a screen, bumps, and gets the floater. Yeah, that's when you've got a guy who can bump his way legally, of course, to a basket like that against a smaller guard. I don't know how you're going to guard that unless you bring a bigger guy in there. It's just a great play by Altenor, a veteran scorer.
That's hard. It's hard to guard someone who loves the contact.
Oh, yeah.
That makes you a very tough person to guard.
11 points for number 11. His team up by 21. Foul called off the ball here. Ball will be staying with Emmanuel. Now, the 5th foul overall for USJ. And we'll take another look back at the shooting percentages. USJ still up at 60. Emmanuel, 37. Snowden gives a handoff. Bodette lost it, and that's a turnover. Great tip in the corner by Tertullian, one of the freshman phenoms on this team. And now quickly down the court they go. Not like they have to beat a clock here. Just using their speed to their advantage. Jock back in the game. Screened off, now a switch. Mismatch in the corner if they want to use it. Cummings is matched up with Snowden. Certainly a speed mismatch. Now they do off the handoff. Jock back on him. Better speed there. Guerrier, the toughest defender here, goes back. And they're going to call the offensive foul as Guerrier was moving all the way backwards. And I know when I was playing, I would always tend to go forwards, and that's why I would foul out every game. But, Desi, I'm sure as a player, you're told, well, straight up or start falling back.
Yeah, definitely. It's more so straight up because a lot of teams will flop against us, which it honestly makes sense. We're a pretty physical team.
Yes.
Have a lot of drivers and posts down low who will go into the contact. But I wish we had the flopping calls for guys because I don't see it called that often, even though they have it.
Yes, yes.
If we just had it, I feel like it would be better. It would force people to play defense.
I fully agree with you. Fully agree. I know our eyes can only move as fast as they do, and the referees are our people, but it does stink sometimes when you get that difference in calls. There's nearly a lost ball, and it is. Mahari Guerrier's got it. He moves it down the court. Now a nice little behind-the-back dribble goes all the way, gets the finish against some contact. No chance did Freddie Feldrop stand against Guerrier. He is tough to stop down low, especially when he's moving so fast.
There's that body control that I mentioned earlier.
That's right.
He knew the contact was going to come.
Yes.
Went around it and just laid it right up there.
Beautiful job by him. Inlet pass. First bucket of the day now for Tony Acevedo. One-point lead for USJ. Guerrier goes up, missed the layup. Now in transition, trying to hold possession. He does. Jacques trying to trail back. Into the corner, Cummings for 3. Rattled in and out. He had it lined up. Jacques in transition. Wanted a pass, thought about the 3, gives it up to Chase. Snowden the screen. Chase goes the other way, fades away. Rattles off the back rim and comes out after 2 bounces. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. It has been all Blue Jays all the time. 6 for 8 from 3. Inside no-look pass, tipped, and possession stays with USJ. Well, if you pass 4th grade math, you would know that 6 threes is 18 points, and the difference in this game is 21 points. So, for Desi and I, 2 people that I know I passed 4th grade math, and I know you did because we're both here in college. But for those that might be younger and haven't been to 4th grade math yet, that's a lot of points to be trailing by, but also a lot to be hitting from 3. Altenor, contested jumper. He's going to get the free throws for that. It has been tough sledding. Not for a single second have the Emmanuel men led this game. But again, in terms of the turnovers, 10 for Emmanuel, 6 for the Blue Jays. So still not yet a mark where you're really happy with those 10 turnovers. 20 turnovers a game is pretty rough. But I think the way that USJ has asserted their dominance in this game offensively has led to Emmanuel panicking offensively. As a player, what are you doing just as an individual to try and calm things down despite this deficit? Odette inside Jacques, nice fast break play. Another open look. No good there. One of the problems with the 2-3 zone is that shot exactly, even though they were playing man. Nice play by Chase. Bodette will take the 3. This is the guy you want to take him. Oh, gets the toilet bowl roll. Nothing falling right now for Emmanuel in terms of luck. USJ inside, kicks it back out. Open 3 again. No good. Rebound goes to Acevedo. Goes up with the left-handed hook. Gets his own rebound now over Chase. No contact, but the bucket goes. And they lead by 22.
Yeah, I think as you just mentioned, they just need to stay composed. Right now they look very disheveled. There's a lot going on. They're getting no boards after the 3.
Yes.
You have to start with securing the defensive board. They're going to shoot the 3 regardless, so you have to be ready for a miss.
Really nice hop step, doesn't get the roll. That's going to stay with Emmanuel. Yeah, you have to get the miss. And then offensively, what keeps you from, well, obviously great defense, but past that, when you're not scoring, what's going on?
Some of the possession, they had great
steal there. A little too fast on the pass all the way. Altenor, you got to be kidding me with this guy. 14 for him. He's just too fast. He's too strong. And another smooth, controlled finish, despite the velocity that he was moving.
That's something right now that the Blue Jays are having strong suit with as far as finishing those tough plays,
yes,
even when they're moving fast, even if they're going through people. Right now, Emmanuel has had a couple of those same cuts where they're going to the bat, they're getting right there and just not being able to
finishing
the tough play.
Yeah.
I think that was a lot of their missed shots in this half so far. Those tough plays.
I think generally when your team is missing the tough shots and they're making the tough shots, and that's the difference, I think you'll live with that kind of loss. But when you get beat by this much, I mean, it's got to start feeling unfair at some point when it's like, why aren't we getting those rolls? What does that basket have against me and the rest of my team?
Yeah, that's a tough thing to change.
We'll see.
It was a timeout.
We look at the largest lead of the game, 26 points. That's where they are right now. The blocks, 1-1, not really a factor. Bench points, 9-5. Okay, so-so. Turnovers, 6-11, but really, again, that biggest difference, the shots made. Field goal percentage, 35% for Emmanuel, 57% for the Blue Jays. It's just tough to contend with. 6 threes to 1. Yeah, that's tough. And then the 7 more free throws that they had too. They made 10. Emmanuel's only made 3. And they're also out rebounding. So that's, you're losing all those categories, you're losing the game, and that's how you get to what the lead is now. They got 52 seconds left. You're obviously trailing by more points than you even have. You go into halftime. What is the mentality that you come out with in the second half? Do you act as if it's 0-0 and just try to play your game and try to establish something and then go, okay, look, we're down by 15? And kind of ignore the frustration. That was the first half, so you prevent that, or what would you do?
You do have to play like it's 0-0, but one problem our team had in the very beginning of the season is we wouldn't play with any hustle or like really urgency until we were behind already.
I see.
So we started saying, come out
as if
first half as if you're
down. I understand.
And honestly, it started to work.
Yeah.
That was the time where we played with hustle each possession on both ends of the court.
Absolutely.
So sometimes you need to have it in your head like, hey, we're down right now, like we need to pick it up.
But not down an insurmountable amount, because I'm sure there's a fine. What a pass inside Guerrier. Evades the flying defender as he comes to the ground and finishes his layup. Down by 24, Guerrier's got another basket. He's got 11. And a timeout called here. But I really like that, Desi, because if you're down by 10, you're like, all right, this is within striking distance, but we've got to do our best to make sure we play as perfectly as we can. But you're down by 25, you might be like, oh my Lord, I mean, what can we do?
Yeah, it's just a lot. It is patience, like you said, because you don't want to rush on the offensive end, but you do want to start to get those good buckets. Maybe not use the entire shot clock because you are down.
Yeah.
You do have to have it in your head that you are down. Don't let that like keep you down. Like, dang, we're down by 26. Like this sucks. It does suck, but you have to. Okay, we're down. Let's play like we're down and not be lackadaisical or get comfortable or make silly turnovers.
Yeah, and really focus on your next goal. Like, are you thinking, all right, cut it to 20 points, made it to 20, cut it to 15.
That's exactly
15, cut it to 10.
That's exactly how our coach talks when we're down, like coming out into the second half. Like, we're down 10, get it to 5. We're down 5, get it under, then get up. Like,
yep.
You know, possession by possession.
And all of a sudden, it doesn't seem so insurmountable. We've got about a possession's worth of time. We'll see if that's how many we have. Inbound here to Lovelace. Elijah Lovelace, 1 second difference between shot and game clock. 24-point lead for USJ on the verge of 50. Can they break it here? 15 seconds now. Clock down to 12. The action begins. Here's Altenor. Lovelace, Altenor fakes the pass, gets the screen. Altenor takes the three. Got it! What a shot! Clock rolls. They have 51. Cepeda doesn't even get it off. We go to halftime, and it's 51-24. Big shot by Lance Altenor from Everett, Massachusetts. He's got 17 in this game, averaging 15.2 in conference play. His season high, 22. Looks like he will get that if play continues the way that it does. All right, we're in halftime. Take me through it, Jesse. What are we doing at halftime? How are we changing this thing up with Coach Robinson? differences I think we're seeing right now. 3 points, 7 for 11 shooting is St. Joseph's, 1 for 12 from downtown Emmanuel. And Desi, at the beginning of the broadcast, you mentioned when they don't dictate, that was your key, dictate the pace of play. They're not doing that. And so we're seeing them take more threes than they'd like. They're not hitting them. And then the free throws as well. 10 for 12 overall for St. Joseph and just 3 for 4 for Emmanuel. So again, you give up, you're down by 7 points in the margin there. And then also, notably, only 3 players on the scorecard for Emmanuel in the first half of play, despite having, what is it here, 6 players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players over double digits in minutes played. So the efficiency at which they're shooting, not that great. And I think, yeah, every single player who shot the ball has attempted a 3. And again, no problem with that, but I think where are the inside shots?
I mean, where?
Because when you've taken 27 shots and almost half of them are threes, especially when they're not going in. Yes. Yeah, Emmanuel is just 28% from 3, which is, if you asked me 25 years ago, yeah, it's pretty good. But if you're not, if you're not over 30%, really, if you're not over 33-ish%, that's not exactly an efficient rate. So,
Not to say you can't make it, but you just make it.
Sure. And that's really where one of my favorite things to do is if my team is down by a lot, there are 2 things we're working against. The opposing team that can't stop scoring, and the time limit. So how do you stop the clock? So that's the other thing. I think it's tough when you're playing a bigger team than you are. They're more physical, they're heavier, they're faster. So how do you do that? You just run into the eye of the storm. Like, I know I'm 50 pounds lighter than you, 3 inches shorter than you, but if I draw contact, I draw contact. Yes. Yes. Altonor certainly does. Guerrier on our side definitely as well. Yes. My God. Well, that is enough of us for the first half. We'll be back after a short break for some latter half, first half analysis, and then to bring you the second half. Stay tuned. Desiree Robinson alongside Evan Sherrard. Don't go anywhere. How was that? Okay. All right. Good.
I'm definitely more relaxed than the last time I did this with you. I thought it
was good. Also, I would just suggest, feel free to take over and, like, if you start talking, like, yeah, pause if something insane is happening, but right now, especially if it's not close, you got time.
Okay.
Now, if it runs, I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to, like,
especially if you're like, yeah,
of
course. But if you think your thought is like, oh shit, that sounds really good.
Okay.
Keep going. Yeah.
I was hoping this was going to be another upset, but
I've seen crazier. This would be really crazy though.
yeah.
Because 2-13.
I looked at the 3-point shooting alone, and I was like,
yeah, it's not gonna happen. You have, and also it's not just like 2 players. You can't just take, all right, we gotta really take away these guys, and then all of a sudden they're shooting 20%. No,
it's like,
they got 4 guys who make over 10 points per game, and they do it. One of them does it all inside, and it's like, okay. And he how many points does he have? He's got like one bucket. It's Cisse's got 2. And he's averaging 12 points in conference play. I mean, and he's done nothing. So it's tough.
how's everything else going with you?
Good. Ready when you are.
But honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, then I'm still here outside. Front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace.
And as the players are back out on the court, so are we, at least in the bleachers. While Desi was on the court earlier, women's basketball team pulled an upset against this same team, but the women's basketball team. Desi, take us into the inside look of what was going on there, with as much as you can tell us without obviously compromising the team.
I think a big part of it knew which players did what exactly what they're
Sure.
That was
Yeah, you guys did that really well. And one of the things I noticed while watching this, you guys stayed pretty much in the 2-3 the whole game, and it worked perfectly. And they eventually decided that they were going to take a pass off, and once they were on the strong side, you guys all shifted over. They'd throw a weak side pass and get a mid-range jump shot, which is where Willette did a lot of her damage. But they never took any threes. They really decided they were not going to be taking the ball outside the ball.
I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
Yes.
And then also playing for transition games, we're quicker than a lot of teams. We just need to run before consistent.
Yes.
When we do run, good things happen. So just making sure to do that together, I think, really helped us, whether it was a quick layup or getting fouled and going to the line.
Definitely. It just seemed like they were not ready to run with you guys. And the other thing was, it really was so post-focused. It was like once you got the post up, if Katie was double-teamed, then pass back out, other side, let's go and do it on the other side. Or what I really loved is in the second half, and I'd be curious to see if any of you guys or the coach had something to say about, all right, Katie, you scored 10 points in the first quarter, they're going to double-team every time. Start going post to post with the passes, because she basically became a post, just a point forward. She was passing the ball nonstop.
No, we definitely talked about it at halftime. Like, they're right now, they're going to pass out to the butter. It's like me and myself, too, just getting
Yeah, you made a lot. Like, they were
scary.
They're like, why am I open right now? Yeah, that was.
Those easy cuts, when the post started to get doubled.
Now, us talking about this makes me curious. We talked extensively about the halftime stats and what we're going to look for in the second half and what you have to do to get back into this game. But is there a matchup that Emmanuel has that you like, either the strength, whether it's Guerrier, where you could maybe play that kind of game, where it's like, all right, we need to actually send help on the defensive side to open up other players for open looks?
I'd say Guerrier is one of those players, and then no, I haven't seen, I don't know if they have plays for three-point shooters. Like, we have Suffolk that's for three-point shooters specifically. They have a play like that for Bodette, and he gets in a good position for a good shot. That as a three that can be taken, and that would be good for the Saints.
Let's see if they do just that. It'll be an exciting finish if this comeback does in fact happen. But it would take a lot for that to mount.
A double upset would be nice.
Dare I say it would be perfect.
Let's see how this plays out.
Pin drop in here. Over. Jacket in the opposite corner. Indy Yasin off court. Many firsts tonight. As we still wait. The game of basketball once again resumes. Opposite corner, it's Feldrop. Banked it off of the leg and now into the hands of Andre Chase. Takeaway to start the second half for Emmanuel. All in Guerrier's hands. We were talking about him being a matchup problem. Now he'll go right to the paint and he just can't get the finish. But Jacques will spin it back out. Had a foot out of bounds when he was grabbing that. And so a turnover, but good effort there. And again, Desi, we talked about it, and yes, it's frustrating from an Emmanuel perspective. USJ made the tough baskets inside. Emmanuel missed the tough baskets inside. That's one that you really, really have to have, even though it's a tough shot when you're down by 27.
Yeah, and look, that was a great take. He saw the open left baseline and just went right there, just couldn't fight for it and got up. And he's usually one that can. So.
Absolutely. See if the luck will change it all or if it'll still be all USJ. Strong spin move, and the bank is not open on that play. The line drive misses off the back rim. Here comes Chase. Drives, had his defender cross-footed for a moment. Guerrier will get the fake screen. Chase cuts, open-faced. Odette goes inside. There's Guerrier. He goes up and in, and now they're starting to do exactly what we might have hoped, which is go right to that guy in double figures as much as you can, because not only is he a spark plug, but he can really finish inside and move faster than anybody, and if not faster than someone else, as fast as. Down to the right side, floating up the layup, and missing the tough layup. But Guerrier going up a little too strong on that rebound, and the pressure from behind gets him to gun it out of bounds. Possession with USJ. Guerrier now up to 13 points. He set a career high with 23 against Riviere. Now that is good off the tip, and there's not many more plays you can do on an inbound better than that. That's a last-second heave shot. They could do it in the middle of the shot clock there, as Cummings got 2 points there on the alley-oop. Jock wanted the fade, kicks back out. Beaudet was open for a moment. Good close there. Beaudet goes to the block, rejected, and rising is Adelphi Cisse. Back into the corner. Julian gives it over to Cisse, guarded by Snowden. Cisse, wide in this game. Career high of 28 points as a freshman. He's got just 2 today. Unit in the paint. And now, the unit that we will use to measure that possession is called a turnover, and Vondre Chase and the Emmanuel Saints will be benefiting from that. Guerrier to take it down the court. Trailing by 27. And the first basket of the half. And a nice cut where he split a double team. See if he can get back into that scoring category. Works an alley-oop. Oh, what a catch! And we're going to get definitely a hold here. And there's got to be some conversations there. That's almost bordering on unsafe when a guy's going up for a lob and you're like, oh, hold on, let me dislocate your shoulder really quick. Luckily, he's okay. And of course, he did not mean to do something like that. But some of those reactions sometimes, you got to be careful.
Especially Chase, he does not appreciate that type of contact.
Absolutely not.
Some of the closer games.
Absolutely.
Where he's a little more fired up.
Yes. Beaudet had his feet set, decided against the three, kicks it back out, it's deflected. Now into the corner, Chase, jab step, passed into Jock, contested. Jock gets the possession, takes the three near the end of the shot clock, and there's the shot clock violation as the air ball is too strong. I like the confidence to take that shot there, noticing, okay, 2 seconds, he was able to set his feet. It didn't really look like he was hurried, but again, that contest just put it up too strong.
And Jock, I feel like he hasn't been taking as many the open shots that he's had during the first
Yes, yes, that's true. And he's taken the most threes he's taken in a game with 2 today. Now 3 on the way from Cummings. That one rattles in and out. Guerrier in transition. Outlet Beaudet. He'll take the 3, catch and shoot. Rise and fire, young man. He got it to go. Nearing 30 points now for the team. There's Beaudet's first 3 of the game. On the drive, and despite the bodies down there, no contest.
I think they were looking for that kick out.
Yeah, Lance Eltonor. Tough on the drive and from distance. He has 19. 3 shy of his season high. There's Snowden. He'll take the open look. That'll rattle in and out. And unfortunately for USJ, and fortunately for the other 23. Cisse lost the ball out of bounds.
That wasn't a bad shot for him to take.
Not at all. Not at all. Absolutely.
Especially from that top of the key.
And when you're getting open shots, you got to take them when you're down by this much. Inside, Guerrier on the lob. Really nice play to finish at the rim with the lay-in. Oh, I know. Well, I have not seen you jump as high as you can, or at least I don't think I have. I know that I can't come inches as close as you could. Too many sprained ankles for that? Yeah. No, not happening. Guerrier inside. Snowden back out. Corner 3. Really nice looking play. Snowden 2 for 2 in this half from downtown. That's what you like to see. He's 2 for 5. And now they're down by 23.
Beaudet is a player you want to see start getting hot in this second.
Yes. And especially with all that motion, the inside-outside game, and working him off of an off-ball screen, you get a look in the corner like that, especially when you've got the open look down low or something that's like, all right, I've got a side defender, you're like, not everything that a third-grade basketball coach tells you, that's the second grade school grade we're going to mention here, is between you and the basket. Do not let them between you and the basket. And, oh no, they're between me and the basket, I've got to get in front. All of a sudden, there's a guy wide open over there in the corner. And Beaudet knocks down the 3. Beautiful play there. All right, so we're seeing some fight. We're seeing some fire from Noah Beaudet and crew. Guerrier getting up. He's going to be coming back out onto the court. Faked me out for a second. I thought he might have been taking a seat there, but
that is a player you need in the game.
yes. Guerrier's played 22 minutes so far. He sat for just 3 of them. See if he stays in for the rest. Outlet pass. Here is Freddie Feldrop. Now back out to Cummings. Feldrop. To the corner of Cisse. Cisse gets it back to Altenor. Altenor steps back, gives it back. 3 on the way. No good there. Tip. What a catch by Jacques to keep it in bounds. Emmanuel to transition to offense now. Guerrier gets a screen from Snowden. Guerrier going all the way up. Can't get the bounce, but does get the foul called. And one of the fastest players, if not the fastest players on the court, is Lens Altenor. Right there, Mahari Guerrier had him chasing, and that's why there was a foul there. All right, well, it's a 23-point game. What's Coach Robinson say about this situation?
All the good things. If you don't make the tough shot, you want the contact going up so you can get on the line. As you said, they're playing clear inside game, but then seeing
the kickouts there. Bingo.
And that's a lot more of a comfy shot than just like kind of like a dribble into it or just like the shot clock is running down. That's a better shot.
Hey, and don't look now, but for the first time tonight, Emmanuel is out shooting St. Joseph. Not only overall, but also from distance. 2 3-pointers to none in the second half in favor of Emmanuel. Emmanuel still trails them by 21. The pass wasn't there. The 3 was for a moment, but Beaudet throws quickly. Trying to move off of the screen is Armento. Moving back out the other way. Stolen away by Guerrier. Guerrier picks up his dribble. Time to go. Beaudet wanted the 3 inside. They'll go inside, and they're going to get what is going to be a reaching foul. And so now the 3rd foul of the half for USJ. Still none for Emmanuel.
Chase had him very sealed under the basket, though.
Yes.
That was a nice layup. Sometimes those calls frustrate me more than not getting the foul.
Yeah, because, hey, he was going to foul me anyway. Wait till I go up, please. The call was right to be on the floor. Chase gets it over. Guerrier, he's open. He's shooting well in conference. He'll shoot it well right there. Knocks down the tray, and guess what? That lead is down now to just... Hold on, I've done my math wildly wrong. I was going to say 17. That's not correct. It's 18. But under 20, and now...
Under 20 is a good one.
Coach Robinson, are we cutting it to 15 now?
Yes, of course we're cutting it to 15.
Jacques moves in the corner. 3 on the way to answer. No. Rebound by Chase. One-handed grab, Odell Beckham Jr. style. Moves up the court now. Chase. Hesitation dribble. Gets all the way to the lane. Floats it up. Doesn't get it. All the way up. Outlet pass. North and south in the dunk. Cummings. Absolutely it was. Guerrier. Chase. Drives right. Goes up. No backboard. No bucket. Rebound for Cummings.
Foul call here. Not quite getting it, and then not being able to make the tough shot under the basket. I do see a bit of contact there.
Sure. Cummings takes the fade. Nice move to go across the court. For those of you that are currently tuned into NBA basketball, that was reminiscent of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the way that he was able to just, all right, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to take it over here, and I'll take the fadeaway mid-range jump shot and contest. Chase drives to his right, works off some contact, fade away, and he can't answer. There's going to be a call on the floor, and Altenor can't believe it.
Great box break.
Absolutely, it was. And Altenor, 1 point shy of his season high, still talking with the referee. It's a high five from him, and now he'll head off to the bench. And coming in for him is Jakari Tertullian. Tertullian's got 6 in this game. The inbound to Snowden as possession stays. Snowden will take it right up. He'll get the shooting foul call. Yeah, he went up. You could see if you could see what we could see on the court, the look in his eyes when his fake worked. He's like, all right, I'm not passing this. He went all the way to the rim, got the contact, and now he'll shoot 2 at the line. And most centers, I think people wouldn't expect to shoot too well. What if I told you that he's shooting 92% during conference play from free throw as he knocks down that next one? 78% overall. Great free throw shooter, Cameron Snowden. Not your average center. As he makes that first one and the second one, the lead back to 20, and the goal back to cut him to 15. 12 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second half of play. Great cut there, but a loss on the play. And here comes a turnover and a break. Jacques dribbles to his right, tries to get by Cummings, floats it up off the backboard, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out to Snowden. Wanted to take the three, gives it up to Guerrier. Now Hanavan's got it. Jacques trying to post up Acevedo. Instead, Hanavan will move it back out to the top. Dribble to his right, take it over and give it to Jacques. Fake shot, gets to the elbow. Now uses a spin dribble, goes with the, he had the spin, he just couldn't get the finish. Made it all himself, too. Cummings picks up his dribble, drives, and a reach-in foul will be called there on Hanavan. So not able to get that kind of finish that we've been talking about. Guerrier up to 20 points, just 3 shy of his career high. He has been effective in all facets. Just over 12 to go now, inbound. Back out, 3 on the way. And the man from Berlin knocks down another. He's got 12. Freddie Feldrop dropping it in. Hanavan up the court. Teddy Kelly in for his first action of the night. Known for his leadership, one of the 2 captains on his team with his Monty Cepeda out there as well. Guerrier against some contact, no call, but the bucket goes. He's got 22. There's the handoff. Outlet Feldrop. Handoff. Cummings. Trying to open up. Guarded by Snowden. Back. Feldrop. Wide open for 3. Too strong there. Rebound goes to Guerrier. Emmanuel trails by 21. Snowden. Over to Cepeda. Hand in his face. Looks for the cutter. Decides against it. Hanavan. Along the left wing, Guerrier fills his spot. A handoff to Cepeda. The captain. Trying to work some ball movement off that screen. Couldn't work it there. Snowden takes the step back. Jay skies it. And that one missed. Rebound goes with USJ. Tough look to take there. Feldrop taking on Hanavan, the smaller player. Quick spin, decisive finish. 14 for number 15. The run with USJ. A 23-point lead and an offensive foul. Gonna get a push here on Mahari Guerrier. And that is his 3rd foul of the match. Well, as quickly as Emmanuel cut it to under 20, that momentum swing has made its way along the pendulum back towards USJ. Open, faking the 3. Lovelace drives in on Snowden, puts it up as he falls to the ground, and he will get the call for his 2 free throw attempts. Lovelace is one of few in the score sheet today for St. Joseph without a point. And as a matter of fact, he's the only member of the team without a point. Will it change right here?
Right now, seems like having a tough time defending the drive, which, as we said in the first half of this season, has had some very tough finishes at the basket, as well as being able to shoot the 3. So it's not like you can just back up a little bit.
Yes.
They're going to drive, give them space. They kind of do everything. So.
And now everyone on USJ has at least a single point in the score sheet. Emmanuel outscoring USJ 19-16 in the second half. They still trail by 26, however. Kelly opens up at the top of the key, gets it over to Cepeda now on the right side wing. A screen set there, trying to flare off of it is Baudet. He's got the ball. Hands it off to Cepeda. Jab step 3, no good. Rebound taken by Acevedo, moving it up the court. In transition, Lovelace. For his first bucket, yes! Nice move to his left, back to his right, and he finishes the left side layup with the right hand as he floats it off the glass and beats Cepeda for 2. USJ nearing that 70-point mark. USJ, offensive dynamo, they average 68.7 per game. This is a tough, tough team to stop. Well, Desi, let's focus on the good right now. So, right now, you're down, and you're still here. You still have so much time left, so there's always a chance to get back in the game. What's been working well in your mind during this second half for Emmanuel? And what sort of plays are we calling up? You mentioned the stuff that play where you get it for specifically Bodette, a three-point look. What else you think?
Especially early in the half, was working really tough. Again, not finishing those tough shots, but you're there and just a little more absorption of contact and taking your time a little bit more to look up and set those shots. And then also getting it inside to get it outside for those shots. Just continue to do those things and then stepping it up on defense, because you can't let this type of team just drive on you, do whatever they want, because they're going to finish.
Absolutely.
As they've proven tonight.
Absolutely. And one of those big difference makers in the game, Andre Chase, 2 for 10 shooting tonight, unfortunately for him. Struggled from the field, but it's not like it hasn't been tough. He has been guarded very physically. Bodette will take the 3. One hand in his face is just enough to get him to miss that one off the rim. Lovelace brings it down the court. Switches, now Hanavan guarding him. Hand straight up in the air. Acevedo trying to guard up and take on Chase. Off the spin, the pull-up J, no good. A little too strong there for Feldrup. Hanavan drives. Oh, a nice crossover. The step-back 3 is no good. That would have been a nasty move and something to take away for your highlight reel despite the score. Lovelace, Feldrup, calls nice pass over inside. And Acevedo going up against the Chase defense. Doesn't get that one. Kelly's got it, calls for the screen. Hanavan's open, he takes it. Nice pass, wow, right in the hands of Cepeda. Couldn't get the layup off. He was guarded by the taller Feldrup. Hanavan trying to go for some high post action. Gets it out to Bodette, back to Hanavan. Screen from Bodette. Nice crossover, gets in for a hop step, no look pass. Cepeda missed the lefty layup on the reverse. A great play offensively, and now in transition, under the hoop, uncontested, bucket goes, Feldrup puts in another, he's got 16.
Despite the no score, I think here in that possession had some pretty good playmaking.
Yes.
As far as the passes and just getting to the open basket.
Bodette takes the 3 and makes the 3. He's got 9. 3 of those 3-pointers. Inside jumper good. 5 points now for Amadou Camara. Hit one of those big 3s in the first half. Cepeda takes it in stride and rattles in and out. Acevedo kicks it off. Lovelace bringing it down the court. Drop, another handoff. Camara thought about the 3, gets it out to Lovelace. Lovelace will get the screen. He'll take it, stop, put on the line, passes it off. Cummings working on Kelly, puts it up. Misses, rebound is going to be taken by Kelly. And now some transition work for the Saints. Hanavan drives, guarded by Feldrup, the taller defender. Hanavan moves it back to Kelly along the left wing, Chase cutting, moving into the corner. Cepeda open for a moment, now he'll take it right back out to the top to reset the play. And he did not have the eye contact there of Bodette, and now Camara will get the easy finish on the opposite end. Basket's good for him, he's got 7. Bodette to try again. 29-point game. After Emmanuel's quick run, the momentum has fully shifted, and USJ does not look keen to give that up. Lovelace into the corner, back out to Acevedo. Feldrup. Lovelace trying to cut, fakes the cut. Guarded now by Hanavan, inside pass, Feldrup on the post. Back out, Lovelace open for 3 to tie his career high, not there. Here comes Cepeda. Nice bounce pass in stride, one touch, Bodette handoff, and the foul called. Great offense in transition, just selfless basketball there by Cepeda to give that up, and then Bodette saw, oh hey, look, it's Andre Chase cutting at a million miles per hour. I think I'll hand it to him. He'll take 2 free.
Obviously, the deficit has got to an unfortunate amount. after the
That's
game.
right.
But
First one misses. See some line changes here, hockey style, as 3 come in for USJ. As we will see Jalen Holmes enter. Lentz Altenor comes back in, and we also have Adelphi Cisse, who viewers of this have unfortunately not been treated to his showtime that he can put on. He's put up a career high of 28. Altenor open. That guy is a master inside the post. Trying to take a charge, was inside the restricted arc, no call either way. Another bucket for USJ. Pass back out. Damani Williams into the game for Emmanuel. Andre Chase, some nice ball work and a nice finish from the free throw line. Little crossover, shimmy, step back, good. And down the court now is Tertullian.
going into the charge circle, I'm not sure, do the men still have that? Because they
Yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta be inside that. If you're in that restricted arc, no can do, friend. That's it. Yeah. That almost seems more like a safety concern. Yeah, I mean that's I guess if you still have the 3 seconds in the lane, it's okay. But yeah, I'm not down with that rule change. What are we doing? 29-point game, 79-50 USJ inside. What a cut, easy bucket. And now we start to get on to the season high watch. For most of these players, USJ up to 81 points. 18 now for Freddie Feldrop. 29 is his career high. He'd need a pretty sensational final couple minutes. Fadeaway looked good, but rims out for Guerrier. Drive on the right side, spin, nice lefty layup. Wow, what a finish. Jalen Holmes hasn't played much today, but that is 7th and 8th point on a tough layup to get USJ up by 33, their largest lead of the day in the final 5 minutes here. Chase the three, no good.
ticking down quite a bit now, but even
Yes.
like a few minutes ago or at the 10-minute mark, it just seemed like the Saints kind of lost that sort of urgency.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the deficit is a big amount, not impossible, but it's still, you know, it's going to take some hard work, but it just seemed like the Saints gave up a little bit early.
Yeah.
As far as on defense, and after a couple decent and quick baskets by
Another three. Altenor, 24. And that means that he has tied his career high that he set against Albertus Magnus on February 3rd of 2024, surpassing his season high of 22. Three on the way, Beaudet's shot was blocked. Look who's streaking down the court. Oh, he botched the layup. I think he thought about a dunk, and Mahari Guerrier was having none of that. Amadou Camara, he either left his feet early or didn't know what he was going to try and do, because he just lost what was probably the easiest basket of the game there for him.
I wasn't sure if he was going to go for a dunk, because he kind of jumped a bit weird.
Yes, which is why I was wondering, like, did he lose his footing? Like, what's going on here? Because he got up quite a bit, but definitely not enough to jam that thing. So he will get some high fives and go to the bench here. Puts it out into the corner, into the game on the left side. On the other side, Ben Carroll hands this one off. Tertullian, Carroll for two, a lefty stroke here from the win. 38-point game, first 2 points of the game for Carroll. Guerrier takes the three for a new career high. Yes! 27. To the corner. Near the block. Layup went up too high and too far, so he missed it. I need to sear that was. Coming off of the screen, taking the three, and bricking too strong. Now, you know what I want to see? You're down by 35. Let's get Guerrier 30. Williams for three.
Might as well.
Misses that one. 23 seconds left. There's the handoff left side. Apparently I don't know my sides. That's the right side. Free throw line, the step back jump shot. No good there. Odette in transition. Find Guerrier. Instead, he'll find the other team, and he falls over, and they're going to call that against Bodette. Moving up in transition there. Nice play for Jackson McEachern, who's in the game for the first time this season. McEachern to rebound.
Now we're just seeing some of those, frustration fouls and plays that sort of come when you're already down by this much.
But here we go. He's got the ball. 3 points to 30. Guerrier at the top of the key. Over to Jacques. The drive gets a nice little boost off of that bounce. Inside, Guerrier. Sizing up his man, kicks it out. Williams will take the deeper three. Miss it a little too strong, but lined up well. Keechern moves it over, and now it's Lovelace. Lovelace drives, kicks, extra, three on the way. Three is good. Rueri Cronin from downtown, his first three of the season. Into the corner, Jacques for three. No good. Teddy Kelly was there, but rebounded there by McEachern, his first stat of the year, in his first game.
The Blue Jays have shot a whopping 47.6% from beyond the arc.
It is incredible to do that as a team. Unbelievable. They hit 10 threes. Also an extreme feat of marksmanship. They have shown their worth today as an offensive team in this conference. They're going to be tough to beat, showing you why they are the GNAC champions last season and why they won 2 seasons before that. 2-time champs in the last 4 seasons. A lot of these guys, GNAC champions as well. I mean, you look down this list, 2-time GNAC champion Tyshawn Jackson, he hasn't even come in the game. And this guy has his career high of 15, which he had 3 times, one of them this season. And he hasn't even played.
Wow.
So there you go. But lots of these players, veterans that have been here before and done this kind of thing. And absolutely it is. Hari Guerrier had the best game of his career, scoring 27. He's done for the night as he hits the bench. This rebound there, a nice play by Williams to get it over to Jacques. Freshman moves it back to Williams. Open pass out to Kelly, the captain. Nice little step inside, and Williams misses the layup. 3 jerseys there in blue, and this should be the last possession. 20 seconds left as Lovelace will carry this out to center court near the Saints logo. Well, basketball wrapping up for tonight. January 21st, the Saints go 1-1. The women win in upset fashion and improve to 7-9 as they beat St. Joseph's women. And then the Emmanuel men fall by 40 points to St. Joseph's, Connecticut. 93-53 the final. They shot the lights out from downtown, St. Joseph did. 3 players in double figures. Altenor tying his career high, setting a season high with 24. He hit 3 threes, and then the rest of the team, 18 points for Freddie Feldrop. He had 3 three-pointers. And then Cummings had 14 points. He had 2 three-pointers. It was an electric night shooting-wise for St. Joseph. 55% from the field, and Emmanuel really tough sledding. 20 shots that went in out of 60 attempts, 33%. Hit a couple of threes in that second half. That was nice to see. Hit 5 of them. But overall, tough loss to a really good team. What would your takeaways be as a player?
Obviously, not to like lunch at all, but
Yes.
not to take it deeply or like personally. They're just really outside their team. It's constantly like within, just like some of those strengths earlier, because as we saw, was really great. And not something that you need or really want to do to get ahead. Inside shots, inside to outside is crazy. I think just playing defense is really how down you get or how much you can't get back.
And like you said, Desi, starting that urgency before the game starts, and like, all right, we're down by 10, let's go. And it's 0-0 on the clock. So when you're like, all right, we tied the game, you're like, oh, wait a minute, we're up by 10. So you play with that mentality, and that changes things. But again, you just played the best team in the conference right now, the defending champions, in their best day of the season. They dropped 93 on you, and they shot 55% from the field and hit 10 threes. So, if anything, I think you also get a blueprint to see that's what we want to look like next year or in a couple of years. So tough loss here, but for a young team in terms of coaching, until like the second season, lots to gain from this experience. Desi, thank you for joining me. It's been great to call the game with you, and for those who will be watching the next one, I will be here this next Thursday, February 6th, to call the next doubleheader. And then that'll be, I think, 5:30 and 7:30 as well. I have to check my calendar.
Are we first? Because if we're first, then I'll
I think you'll be first. I think you'll be first. So Desi and I will be back on the call for that one. But for now, for Desiree Robinson and for Evan Sherrard, thank you so much for listening, for watching, for staying with us through all this. Have a great night, and if you are somewhere that's not home, get home safely. Have a wonderful night.
solid.
Yeah.
That was good.
Righty.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.